guys, welcome to day 6 of Journey to Splits. Today's going to be our last day actually, so we're going to go through the pyramid poses, half split and then down into the full expression of split, or wherever you will be. I will talk you through the alignments of the 3 main poses, and we're going to do a simple sun salutation to get into them and warm up the body, ready for the splits. So when you're ready, join me in mountain pose, Tadasana. Grounding through the feet, activating the quadriceps and the gluteus. We're going to take a big inhale, reach up to the sky, exhale, forward fold. Just gentle here, keep a bend in the knee, especially if it's your first practice. Little sway. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, just gently step back to plank. Hold here for a moment. Remember, engage the core, knees down, chin, chest. Inhale to cobra. And exhale, push back to down dog. Take a few breaths here. Walk out your down dog if you need to. Just really stretching out the hamstrings, opening them up. And then taking a moment in full down dog. Inhale deeply and exhale, finding your center. When you're ready, lift up the right leg, open the hip, and exhale, knee to nose, and drop the foot down. Adjust yourself and find your balance here. If needs be, you can grab 2 blocks for support. We're going to go into a high lunge. So keeping the knee over the top of the ankle at a right angle, we're achieving here. Trying to achieve anyway, best you can. And leave the back toes tucked and the leg is lifted. When you're ready, rise up. If you can do this on your own. If you want, you can use the blocks, whatever works for you in your practice. I'm going to stay with upright, not up here, just here. And on the exhale, we're going to kick back, push the hips back, keeping them squared. And drop the back toes and flex the front foot. Okay, so I'll just quickly show you that. So inhale, find length. Exhale, push back. We're going to run through a few of those a little bit quicker. Okay, so inhale, find length. Exhale, push back. You can stay upright or you can take a fold. Make sure the hips are square. Inhale forward, exhale back, inhale forward, exhale back, inhale forward, and exhale back. Okay, now with the back foot, we're just going to move forward a little bit so we can jump that foot in, okay? Make sure that the heels are aligned and the back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Drop the front foot down so it's flat. keeping your blocks if you need them on whichever level. we're slowly going to rise up to standing. Now, for basic alignments here, your hips should be squared, okay? So your feet are a comfortable distance apart, not too wide, not too close. The front leg is straight, the back leg is straight. If you need, you can keep a slight bend in the front knee, but the back must remain straight and engaged. The hips, okay, we don't want to be like this, we want to be forward. So before we go into it, hands on the hips and find that center line, okay? Imagine a pole is through you and you're holding that pole and you're moving like this, not like this, okay? So, finding your center. Inhale, find length, lift the chest, everything up. And exhale, we're going to fold from the hips. Place your hands on the ground or on your blocks, wherever is best. Don't worry about folding so much, just come to a straight back. This might be more than enough for you to do. This is a very intense pose, pyramid pose. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. Now, what I don't want you to do is start going like this, okay? See how my hips have just come out? Also like this. So your ass comes out, nothing. Should be dead center. I often find that if I fold too deep into this pose, I either round and keep my alignment, or I fold perfectly and my hips splay out. So that's why I say, don't worry to go into the full expression. Don't worry to fold all the way down. Just stay where you can feel the stretch in your hamstrings and thighs. You're not going to get any more benefits from pushing too far. If you want to take it further, you can fold down. Just remembering to keep a flat back. The full expression of this, you actually have your hands in reverse Namaste. I find it extremely difficult to fold like that, so I prefer to keep my hands on the ground. And if I want to, for the full expression, afterwards, I will put my hands in Namaste, where I feel comfortable. Just breathing here. Take a hop with the back foot, putting pressure into the front foot. All of your weight, move a block if you need to. We're going to come up into half moon pose. Balancing on the grounded foot. Not very good at half moon on this side, bear with me. Looking at the ground for better balance. You can also go into a sugarcane pose if you like, which I find much easier. And then drop the leg to meet the other leg. Take a simple fold here. I'm going to go for a big toe pose. So, peace fingers around the big toe, legs are open, hip width apart, and fold. Nothing too intense. If you want, you can put the palms underneath like we discussed on the first video, or you can take a simple Uttanasana. Whatever is working for you today. Rise up to half lift. Plant the hands. And step back to plank. Knees down, chin, chest. Push through to cobra. And exhale, back to down dog. So we're going to do all that on the opposite side. exactly the same, so just follow with my voice if you can. You need to look back, no problem. Okay, lifting the left leg. Open the hip. Knee to nose. And drop the leg down. Remembering high lunge. Grab your blocks if needed. Inhale, find length. Exhale, push back. Hold for one breath each, okay? So exhale forward. Sorry, yeah, exhale back. Sorry, I said that wrong. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Really sink in the hips, lift the chest. Exhale back. Inhale forward. One breath here and we're going to stay in pyramid a little longer. Exhale back. And then jump the back foot in a little bit as you drop the front foot. Remembering that engagement. Rise up. Find your hip center point. Okay, so squared hips. Heels are aligned. Inhale, find length. Lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Find it a straight back. Make sure you're centered. And if you like, you can fold a little deeper. Stay on the blocks, fingertips, palms, whatever is suiting you best. Just really breathe here. Inhale in deeply. Exhale completely. You start to find it a little intense. Raise up. You need to get out at any point. Go back to the down dog or a child's pose. Just 2 more breaths. See if you can go as far as you can. Okay. Now jump the foot forward, press the weight into the front foot, lift the back leg, hand on hip, lift the arm, find your bind in sugarcane. Exhale, feet together. One more time, simple forward fold, whichever you like. You can keep a bend in the knee if needs be. But on every inhale, find your length and see if you can straighten a little bit on the exhale. Okay, and rise to standing. Palms to heart center. Now we're going to go through one more sun salutation, and this focus will be on the half splits, and then we will go into full splits as well. I personally am going to do jump backs, but you follow along wherever you are in your practice. You can step jump, anything wherever you are. Take it as you want. If you don't want to do a vinyasa flow right now, if it's too much for you, meet me in down dog and continue from there, okay? So, mountain pose, big inhale, lift the chest, exhale, forward fold, inhale, lift halfway, exhale, jump, step or hop back, plank chaturanga, inhale, upward dog, and exhale, downward dog. Taking a few moments here, finding your breath. And when you're ready, lift the right leg, open up the hip, exhale, round through to a low lunge. Drop the back knee, rise up here. I won't spend long here, just remember your alignment, okay? So the pelvis is tilted, pelvic floor is engaged, legs are strong, pushing into both legs, really sink the hips here. Take whatever arm variation you like. I'm not focusing so much on arms at the moment. If you wish to get a back bend, by all means get a back bend. Okay, now drop the hands to the ground, and what we're going to do is push back the hips so that the back knee forms a 90-degree right angle, and the front foot will straighten as the foot will flex. Okay, now you see, like this, it's too far back. My hips need to be directly over my knee, so what we do is we push the front foot back. Foot is flexed, remember, and stay here. If you haven't done that already, following you through, push the hips back, find that right angle, move the front foot forward and flex the foot. When you flex, you'll feel that shift and everything will stabilize. If you need your blocks here, get your blocks. They're brilliant to keep your body weight on, but you don't want to be doing too easy. You do want to feel a stretch here because this is the preparation that you're going to need. Just breathing. If you want, you can start to fold, intensify the stretch a little bit more. Remember to keep the hips in a line, straight. Walk your hands out a little bit. Wherever is good for you. And breathing deeply here. When you're ready, the fun part. Right, so what we're going to do, tuck the back toes, okay? Now the reason that I say this is because this is really going to help your hips stay aligned, okay? So this back leg actually really doesn't move. It's the front leg that we push with. Eventually this will straighten out by itself. I'm going to move back a little bit just so I have enough room on my mat. Okay, so with your blocks, if you need them, put them on whatever length is good for you. Also, a pillow or a block will be nice to have around if you're close to the ground. So if your hips are nearly there, it can be very, very intense. So you can put a block or a pillow to kind of take a little bit of the ease off. Now, what we're going to do, staying upright with a straight back, you're going to keep the toes tucked, keep the hips aligned, and you're going to push the front foot, okay? Now as you do that, you're naturally going to want to bend. Try not. Get your blocks and place them here so you can stay upright. Foot the whole time is flexed at the back and front leg is straight. If you find it better to lean a little bit forward, then fine, but don't fold. Now, go as far as you can. And I believe Daily Yoga's time limit today is for 2 minutes and 10 seconds. So we're going to hold for 2 minutes and 20 seconds just in case that you do it tomorrow. I'm going to start my timer now. Okay, so get into position. And we're going to hold as deep as you can. So sliding forward, yeah. You're still in half split, just watching. Slide the front foot forward. Keep the back foot flexed. If you're all the way down and you're comfortable that you have squared hips, then release the foot. But if you're not, and you want to maintain, even when you're down, you can keep that foot flexed. I'm gonna start flex because I am trying to work. If you see my hips, actually they splay out a little bit in my splits, which is what my goal is. So, start. Right, now this is gonna kill me as well, so I'm right here with you. As you can see, I'm staying upright, which, believe me, when you get your splits, the last thing that you want to do is to stay up like this. It is so much more comfortable once you're there and you're in it to just sit. I mean, if I want this for me is so much more comfortable. But because I want to work to keep these hips straight, I'm going back to basics. I will go down, but the first minute I want to keep upright and really work into those hips. Okay? If at any point you need to come up, slide the foot up a little bit and take the weight into the blocks. If you really need to get out, then roll to one side and swing the leg and get out. Breathing deeply. Ignore the pain. Halfway done. On that note, I'm going to go down all the way now. As you will see, my hips are squarish, but they're not perfect. Really breathing. If you're all the way down, you can take a fold. Whatever you find is comfortable. Keep breathing. Remember that breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Nearly done, just 15 more seconds. This is really rough, Jesus Christ. You see how I've come up a little bit? It's more than fine to do this at any time. Okay, timer is up. So, roll to one side, okay? You can bend the leg if you need to, if the leg was already bent, and just sit onto the right hip. Now very slowly, bring the back leg forward. Very slowly. Be very mindful with yourself here. You'll take a quick seated fold. Nothing intense, just keep the legs moderately relaxed. Take a few breaths here. Rise up. Cross the ankles, tucking the feet underneath the bum. and roll forward onto hands and knees, and then jump back to plank, chaturanga if it's available, upward facing, exhale, downward facing. Few moments here. Relax out. And then step or jump to the top of your mat. Half lift. Forward fold. Exhale. And inhale. Back to standing. Hands to heart center. Now we have one final round, and that is for the left leg. So finding the top of your mat again in the mountain pose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Breathing deeply. Left leg up to the sky, really pushing into the back leg, open up the hip, exhale, knee to nose, round the back, step through, low lunge. Okay, so we're going to hold our low lunge for a few moments. Really sinking down into the hips here, keep that alignment. Just 2 breaths, relaxing, preparing yourself for the left side. This is my worst side, so this is probably going to be pretty unbearable. Okay, now push the hips back, find your blocks if you need them. Remember, square hips, okay? So not like this, square. 90-degree angle, flex the foot, walk it forward if you need to. We're going to stay here 5 breaths. So inhale deeply, exhale, fold if you wish. I mean, your fold might not be here. It might simply be from upright to here, okay? Maybe that tiny difference, you're feeling a good stretch there. That's all that matters. Here is going to be the easiest because it's just balance. The more you fold, the more intense that stretch is going to be. Now you want it to feel, but you don't want it to be so much that you can't stay for the full amount of breaths. You're going to get more benefit from staying for longer in a more up position than you are staying down here for like 3 seconds and then be like, oh no, I can't do it, okay? Because then you're not even going to be getting a decent stretch at all. You need to stay where you can just about bear it. I mean, if it's the last breath, then okay, come out by all means. But do it where you can hold. Exhale completely. One more breath. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold. Okay, so same thing on the side. I will move back again. So, making sure the toes are tucked. Raise your blocks to wherever you need them. And push the front foot forward. Okay? Keeping that leg flexed, push forward. Okay? So from here, you just push. If you're not on a slippy mat, you may need to lift the leg a little bit. Because you need to make sure that this leg, okay, I'm not going like this. I'm pushing forward, never backwards. The back leg stays exactly where it is, and it moves and straightens from the momentum of the front foot. So keeping those foot flexed. Start the timer. Sorry, I'm losing my voice a little bit today. Find your blocks wherever you need them. If you wish to use them as a pillow, you can prop them underneath the thigh there. Oh, this one's burning. Just breathe. Try and make sure that your hips are square. As upright as you like. Or a small fold is okay. Nothing too deep. Breathing deeply. Inhale. Exhale. Believe me, I'm not finding this enjoyable at all. The splits are not they're in my practice, but I don't hold them for very long in my practice. It's more of a few breaths there and I move on. I use them very often in vinyasa flows. I don't really hold them in a yin style way or for a longer amount of time, so this is quite intense for me. Right, 1 minute is up, so I'm going to go down now all the way. Sorry guys, my camera turned off, I didn't realise. So I've had to refilm the last part again, so I'm not sure where exactly that I was, what I was saying. But just really breathe through the pain. It does get easier with time, but obviously like anything, the longer you hold, the more intense it is going to be, more of a stretch you're going to feel. Take a fold if you want. Okay, last few seconds. Deeply inhaling. And roll over to the side. Swing that front leg. And just take a nice, easy forward fold. Remember, keep the ankles and feet relaxed. Not looking for anything intense here. Just something to set our body back into that position. Cross the ankles. Roll over. And step back to plank. Chaturanga if you have it. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Taking a few breaths here. And then easy jump to the top of your mat. Full step. Half lift. Forward fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Palms to heart center. Okay. just take a simple roll backwards now. Open your arms out to a T. Knees are tucked. With your left hand, hold the knees and just push over to the left side. As you do this, twist your head to the right. Remember to keep the shoulders pressed down. Inhale, release the legs, lift up. Exhale, push down to the right. As you twist to the left. Just a nice simple spinal twist. Inhale back up. And slowly relax the legs out. Drop the feet out, open the arms, the legs wide, palms facing up. And just relax here. Let your body sink into everything you've just done. Scan yourself. Breathe into any of those tense parts. Let go of everything. Be proud of yourself. This is a hard practice today, and we all did very, very good. If you wish to stay in Shavasana for longer, which I recommend, just pause the video. If you wish to come out with me now, raise the arms, wiggle the hands and toes, interlace and stretch. Lift up the legs. Holding the shins, take a little rock, hug the knees in. Roll to one side, making a pillow with your hands. And then very easily, just push yourself back up into a seated, easy seated position. Inhale, find length. Find all that energy inside you. Exhale. Bring it down to your solar plexus. Inhale one more time. Find length. Exhale to heart center. Really sink in. Love yourself. Inhale, find length. Really harness that energy. And slowly bring down to your third eye. Take a moment to relax in the easy pose. I hope that you have enjoyed this practice with me today. I've designed it, I hope it's not too long. it's just a simple sun salutation flow to get you into the splits. It's going to warm up the hamstrings, and really you can use this on a daily basis if you like it. You can use it on whenever you like, or you can add in different things that we've learned over the course of this week. I am thinking to do a middle splits flow, like a salutation but for the middle splits. So if you'd be interested in that, please leave me a message at the bottom in the comments, or message me directly, and I'll get to do that if it's something you're interested in. If anybody is, then I will see after to do maybe in a few days a flow to incorporate both, so something you can really do anytime that you want to work on your flexibility in the hips and the hamstring area. So yeah, let me know if you'd be interested in that. Let me know your feedback, of course, because I really appreciate it. I love all of you, and thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you in the future for my future projects. I hope you enjoy your day. Namaste.